In this video, we are going to see how to instantly deliver OneDrive file on WooCommerce purchase. So let's say that every time an order is created through WooCommerce, which is an online store. So here my objective is, let's say that here I am going to purchase an online course. So the moment I have purchased it, then what should happen? Automatically, with the help of Gmail, a mail should be sent to me along with the link of that online course. Now, how can that happen? For this, we will have to integrate the two applications. Now, here you can share the file via OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Drive, anything. Here we have taken the example of OneDrive. So now, integrate these two applications using Pabbly Connect software, where your trigger application will be WooCommerce and your action application will be Gmail. So, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect. Now here we have reached the landing page of this software. So here, if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on sign in. And as we do that, we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And as we do that, here you can see we have reached the dashboard of this application. Now on the right hand side, there is a tab create workflow. So I'm going to click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. So here my objective is that every time there is an order created through WooCommerce, then there is a product, like let's say there is an online course and I want to share the file of that particular online course with my user who has just made the payment. So I'm going to name it as deliver OneDrive file to customers on WooCommerce purchase. Now here I have assume that the files that I have are there in OneDrive. Now here with you, it can be there on Google Drive or Dropbox, etc. Now I'm going to click on create. And as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be WooCommerce. Let's click on this. And as I do that, here we have to enter the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run. And here it would be new order created. So once done, here you can see we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect can collect the information. Now I'm going to copy this and then we have to follow the following steps. This is the help desk given and we have to follow this so that we can integrate Pabbly Connect with WooCommerce. Now let me show you how we have to do that. So this is my WordPress and here we have WooCommerce. Now within WooCommerce we have settings. So I'm going to click on this. And now here you can see advanced. So we are going to click on advanced. Then we have webhooks. So let's click on webhooks and now we have to add a new webhook. So I'm going to click on add webhook and now we have to name this webhook. So let's say it is a dummy new. Okay, this is the name of my webhook. Now what is the status? It is active. Now what is the topic? So it is order created. Now comes the delivery URL. So I'm going to paste the URL that we have just copied and then we have the API version. So I've selected the latest version. I'm going to click on save webhook. So as I do that, we can see that the webhook has been updated successfully. Now taking you back to Pabbly Connect. So we can see that we have received a response and I'm going to recapture the webhook response. And as I do that, it is asking me to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So I'm going to take you back to WooCommerce and now I'm going to take you to the WooCommerce shop. So I'm going to first copy this. Okay. And then I'm going to open this in a new incognito window. And here I'm going to go ahead with the shop as soon as I click on this. So here you can see that we have reached the WooCommerce shop. Now as I scroll down, let's say that we want to buy PHP course for beginners for 450 rupees. So I'm going to click on add to cart. And as I do that, here you can see that we have been given the quantity and the price. This is the subtotal. And now I'm going to click on proceed to checkout. Now here we have to enter the details. Let's say the first name here is Smart. Then the last name is user. Then we have the name of the company which is Pabbly Connect. Now the country and the region. So here it would be India. Then we have the address. So I have filled the address here with the phone number, pin code, email address is here, smart user. Okay, and once this is done, so here we can see that I have selected cash on delivery. Now I'm going to click on place order. So as I do that, here we can see that our order has been received. Now taking you back to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to wait for the API response to be received. Sometimes it may take a few seconds, so please have some patience so that we can receive the API response. And here you can see that we have received the response. So let me take you down. So first of all, this here is the name of our course. Then as I take you down, so here we have the address, and then we have the method, payment method. This is the payment URL. Then again here, this is the order key. Then as I take you down, so here is the amount. So once I have received this information, so this here is the name of the course. Now once I have received this information, what is my objective? I want to send a mail to my user with the link of the course that I would be deriving from OneDrive. So I'm going to choose my action application as Gmail. Let's click on this. And then we have the action event would be send email. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Gmail account. I'm going to click on add new connection and connect with Gmail. So once this is done, so here what do we have? We want to choose an account through which we would want this email to be sent. So I have selected the account, and once done, here Pabbly Connect wants to access my Google account. Let's click on allow. Once this is done, here we can see that the authorization has been successful, and now we have to fill in this information. First of all, we have to enter the recipient's email address. And how do I do that? So as I click on this, you can see the previous step, and here I'm going to look for the email address. Here it is. So the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and mapping is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. The next thing is sender's name. Now this information is going to be static and not dynamic, so I'm just going to write it manually. And then we have the email subject. So let's say the email subject is course link shared. Okay. And then we have the reply to email content type is plain. Now here we have to enter the email content. So I'm going to write dear, and now I'm going to map the name of the person. For this, again, I'm going to go to the previous step, and this here is the first name. I'm going to give a blank, go back, and this here is the last name. Let's put a comma. So dear, then we have the name. You have successfully placed the order for, now which particular course? So I'm going to again map the name of the course. It is PHP, course for beginners. So you have successfully placed the order for this particular course, and the course link is attached with this email. Happy learning. Regards. Pabbly Connect. Okay, now this is the email content, and then we have to enter the file name here. So I'm again going to click on this, go to step 1, and here I am going to find the PHP file, and here it is. Now here we have to enter the attachment. So I'm going to take you to OneDrive, and here within the various folders that I have created, I have online course files, and here I have the file PHP course PDF. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots here, and now we have to click on share. So as I do that, here we have received the link. So I'm going to copy this and go back to Pabbly Connect, and here as an attachment I'm going to paste this link. Once done, let's click on save and send test request, and here we can see that we have received the API response. So now I'm going to take you to the email address, and yes, here you can see that I have received the email. So dear smart user, you have successfully placed the order for this particular course. The course link is attached with this email, and here is the course link. So this basically means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to WooCommerce. So here I'm going to go ahead with the PHP course for beginners. Let's add to cart. And once this is done, so I'm going to go ahead, proceed to checkout. And now here we have to fill in the details. So yes, first name is new, the last name is user11, and then here we have the details, and here we have the email address which is user11, at pabblytudes.com, I'm going to click on place order. And as I do that, you can see that my order has been received. So once I do that, what should happen? Automatically, the mail should be received. And here you can see that we have received another message. So dear new user 11, and then we have the details, and this is the attachment. So this basically means that our integration is a complete success. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is WooCommerce, where the event is new order created, and our action application is Gmail, where the event is sent email. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.